We are live. Okay. Hello, everybody. Today's nano learning is all about visual cues that shift conversation. So let me ask you these two questions to just get started. If you've ever felt or been in a meeting where people have wanted to speak up but didn't know how to say it without stepping on other people's toes or voice, have you ever felt the energy in the room is shifting, but no one is really feeling safe to say that out loud? Trust me, I've been in many such meetings, also been one of these people of the many sitting there who's felt the same, who didn't have the courage to speak up at some point in time, many, many years ago. Also, I didn't have any visual cues to even voice out what I was thinking at that time until about 10 or I think it was 12 years ago when I started creating visual cues. And really what led to that trigger was one meeting where, which I was facilitating. And all of a sudden I realized that, everybody is really going away from the conversation. And I really started saying, rabbit hole, which really meant we're going in another direction. Let's come back to the topic and start discussing. But then I also realized that with me voicing that out, there was also disruption, right, in the momentum or how the conversation or was going and how the people were, getting engaged with each other in that conversation. That led me to think, okay, maybe I'll just, grab a sticky or something and just put it out there. And that's what I did to start with. Then that led to me also being a little more creative, and I bought a black hat. I don't have that now. It was many years ago. A black hat, and the magic trick, you pull out the bunny out of this whole hat. So we agreed when we started meetings that, okay, this is how it's going to be. And, whenever you see Sarika do this, oh, it means we're going off topic, or, we should come back, not digress. Started with that, and then that led to me creating more visual cues. For example, people talking on a online conversation, and I would just pick up a post-it, actually a big piece of paper, and say, with a clock sign and 15 minutes remaining, and then 5 minutes remaining for you to, wrap up or whatever. And I think the very last one that I remember was something like, can't hear you. That's it. But there was nothing more. I didn't make more visual cues on stickies, etc. That's because I also met Collaboration Superpowers by then and became a facilitator with them. And they had amazing visual cue cards already. Some of them, which have been upgraded in my world, the way I see it. And I just received a new copy of that. So look at that. If I just hold this up, async instead, don't really need to do everything in sync. What does this say? Should we record this meeting? Good enough. Let's move on. I just want to appreciate someone. It's awesome. You're going awesome. Or maybe show a heart. There's another one. Or let's just check in. I don't even have to say, I'm already showing the different moods that we can check in with. Or no, we spoke over each other. So no, you go first. I don't even have to say that. It's just showing this card, letting it happen. And that's a good way to move forward. And of course, there are so many other visual cues that come from, and I'm really not selling these cards. If you want, you're welcome to just grab a free copy of these 6-7 cards, also from the collaborationsuperpowers.com website. But these are so amazing. I mean, you could even not buy these and just create them, right, for yourselves, because these visual cues are helping me express without interrupting. They're signaling things without me needing even to explain this. So there's a lot that these cues are really doing. Just want to make sure I can see myself there. Okay. Yeah. So sometimes I think just a small card is enough, more than enough, and you don't need like a big speech to explain something. So what I want to leave today's nano learning for you is just a small activity or an action that you could go and try out tomorrow. Nothing big, maybe just grab a few stickies and, just create 2 or 3 visual cue cards that you could probably use at your next meeting, and just be creative. It doesn't have to be any of what you saw. Could be just simply something. I don't know what, but you decide what that is. And try those cue cards out at your very next meeting and tell me how it worked. Come back, write it in the comments here. And yeah, just share what your experience has been. Of course, you're welcome also to go to collaborationsuperpowers.com and download their some of the cards that they offer for free, or go buy the whole bunch, whatever works for you. But more importantly, try this out by writing that on a simple sticky, using that in your next meeting. And I would love to hear how that went for you, because according to me, you'd be able to watch how these really tiny signals, the cue cards, can shift the energy and bring more clarity for you and for all the people in the room. I see these as psychological safety in our hands, literally, yeah, they speak a lot, more than a big speech. All right. So I'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place, with another amazing nano learning that I can bring you. Until then, do remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.